Hey friends, it's Kip Icon, and welcome to Kip Picks Off. Kip Picks is a series where I discuss and show off games that have had a significant impact on me and my life, a significant emotional impact, and a significant artistic impact. Off certainly is has got to be a part of this series because, I mean, first of all, I have an off tattoo. Well, it's an indie game tattoo sleeve, but it features characters from this game, and they're a part of me forever. But even without the tattoo, these characters and this world and the themes and motifs of this game, they will always be a part of me. So let's go ahead and begin. This is the new translation. This is translation version 3.0, and there is a link in the description to Reconstructed Dragon's Patreon. Reconstructed Dragon is the lead leading the translation team on this, and is one of my very closest personal friends. So for sure, check out Rex Patreon in the description. So anyway, as they say, here we go. The translation team would like to dedicate this third and final version of the English off translation to the memory of Felix the Judge. Rest in peace, we love you. Yeah, gosh, that's really sad. Felix was another one of my friends, online friends, who was making a fan game called Home, and I did a let's play of one of the final versions of Home on my old channel. So recently was just looking through the Home tag and saw that he had passed away in a car accident with his girlfriend. So I actually think his girlfriend survived. But anyway, wow, way to hit me in the feels right off the bat, guys. Caution. It is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public, or maybe not. The soundtrack and sound effects of Off, created by alias Conrad Coldwood, are an important part of the game. It would be a shame to play without them. It would be a crime, certainly. An absolute crime. And this time I think I'm just going to be Kip. Your name is Kip, correct? Do I want it in all caps like that? No. Sorry, I can be a little finicky about stuff like this. Yeah, let's just go Kip with regular capitalization. Yes. Oh, I'd rather not say. Oh, they added a third option here. You could be a boy or a girl or gender neutral? Yeah, let's do that. All right. Welcome, Kip. You have been assigned to a being called the Batter. The Batter is on a mission. Be sure that it's accomplished. We will let you both out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar or the enter key. Really, that's all you need for a tutorial about controls. Zone 0. Gosh, this game is beautiful. There cannot be any living beings in Zone 0. Hence, I deduce that you are a pure figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the Judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor. I'm the Batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. It is a pleasure, although it was not the body I was addressing, but the soul that it harbors. What is your name, controller? Their name is Kip. They can't talk to us. However, they can see and hear everything. Even though you two are but an imaginary spectre in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear Kip. I believe we need your help. Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in a most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I I see, but what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area, if it is of any help to you. Thanks. I always love how he just teleports up there. A luck ticket has been found. It's impossible to get around this obstacle. Quite peculiar. I see translation team couldn't fix those zeros. I'm just kidding. Let me write this down. Off is a game that you definitely need to have trusted pencil and paper handy. 448287. That is a 0, friends. That is not a C. It never really confused me because I grasped the concept of the phone layout, but it certainly confuses a lot of people. Allow me to inform you that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorial being. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. Then I was mistaken from the beginning, and you did not even interrupt me in my fanciful phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say, for you are the first living being I was given to encounter in this place. I had, incidentally, concluded that Zone 0 was an empty land. It is all too obvious that I was led astray. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, hostile individuals might attack you most violently. Your sacred mission will likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial? Let's do it. I mean, this is kind of in celebration of the new translation, so... This is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed at the right-hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, a choice will be presented to you. You have to decide between attack and auto. Naturally, attack allows you to engage the fight in the classical fashion. If auto is your choice, the computer will make the strategic decisions in your place, turning you into a simple spectator. But now it is time to make an attempt. Choose attack, select the batter, then choose attack anew to slay me with your bat. Do not utilize the auto function. The computer will not restrain itself, and I fear I would die, taking my secrets with me to the grave. Well then, let's not do that. We love the judge. Let's attack the judge. Excellent, dear sportive companion. Know that both the level of the batter and that of his opponent determine the impact of your assaults. It is also possible for you or your adversaries to slyly avoid the offensive moves you will exchange. Finally, on occasion, your concrete will may allow you to release a critical strike, causing teeth to fly in heaps. But let us proceed. If you're willing to, you may have noticed that, when you first chose attack, upon selecting the batter, a new window opened itself at the lower right-hand corner of the screen. There, you have the choice between 4 new options. Attack lets you carry out a soul strike against a likewise soul adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special talents. Objects let you access the inventory you are presently carrying. Finally, flee is the option of the coward. While I dehort from this alternative, know that only the batter may select it in his personal menu. So let us attempt to utilize an item. Take this luck ticket and graciously use it on the batter's person. The luck ticket has been found. Dang, that always shocks me in the combat tutorial how the attack for the judge comes after his speech. Nope, not a competence object. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend, but there is one thing we have not yet addressed. It may be that they are particularly powerful attacks, or such that they induce a resurgence of health points. Nevertheless, know this. Any use of competences leads to a consumption of competence points. So I suggest that you use your skills with parsimony. Once your CP are consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults. I love that word, parsimony. And if, by some mischance, you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent before recovering some CP, your victory will be uncertain. But let us try right away. Choose competence and try using wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Alright. We're gonna keep it going. The Judge, a cryptic feline of odd appearance. HP 300, CP 30, no weaknesses, resistances. You now know not only all about my attributes, but also about the art of combat. About the wide angle. Note that its analysis will always be based on the start of the battle, thus it may accidentally analyze adversaries you have already knocked down for a long time. The confrontation ends theoretically when the health points of your team, or all of your opponents, fall to 0. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. Whew, we got through it, guys. From now on, you will be ready to dispose of all impure obstacles that dare appear in your luminous mission's way. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability of dealing bat blows to an innocent cat. Be it as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me if you still want me as your guide. Heck yes, we still want you as our guide. Sorry, I had to restart that a couple of times. Forgot to get that luck ticket that last little go-round. Alright. And the puzzles start. Ah yes, to pass through it will be necessary to use your cerebral organ correctly. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your cranium. I think that these floating blocks correspond in some way or another to the symbols you can see on the wall. Heck yeah, they do. This is number 1. This is number 2, 3, and... Oops. It's impossible to get around this obstacle. I love the impassable waist-high fences. Is there a problem, oh dear charming hero? I cannot do everything in your place. I am not your janitor, after all. Nonetheless, may I perhaps dare suggest you try to activate some of these floating blocks more than once if so required? So hurry, solve me this intriguing obstacle and post-haste, if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Well, hold your horses, Judge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is 8, not 0, 6, 7, 8, 2 a second time, and 3. Alright. I have not seen puzzles done this way before. I know it's essentially the same concept as some other games, but I think it's done in an interesting way. Aha! Finally! After all that effort, the long-awaited reward makes its entrance to the scene. Crunch, nom nom, crunch. Well, this is open to us at this point. A piece of silver flesh has been found. Let's find out what that is. Let's find out what it says about Luck Ticket 2. Recovers a moderate amount of HP for a Luck Ticket, and silver flesh recovers a moderate amount of CP. I've always imagined Luck Tickets as scratch cards, and that became solidified in my mind in the game Home, made by Felix the Judge. Crunch, nom nom, crunch. So he's not going to give us a hint here, but we have already done our due diligence and taken notes for 8 2 8 7. Oh, 0. Right. And then, for those of you who need a little refresher, this is where you got the code for that puzzle. Was from this central house unit here. We did it! Oh, I was about to say, is the judge not going to be proud of us? Here we have an accessory that will prove especially useful to your purifying quest, dear enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube floating in the air, as you have probably noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from its ilk by the contrast of its clashing colors, assaulting your gaze with bad taste and defying any sensible course of plastic arts. The judge does not like red. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from restoring the entirety of your health and competence points, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a place of transition outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. I now invite you to try for yourself, in order to discover locations more populous than this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly towards the following zones without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Okay. Do not worry yourself. I too travel much between the different zones of the world. Perhaps we will come to meet again. Ah, by the by, take this. This item of a curious name will be the key that shall permit you to enter Zone 1. Have I clarified that you can, at any moment, consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the escape key? The Leo card has been found. Well, for Tutorial Island, it's a lot of text for Tutorial Island, but the atmosphere is right, the environments, the colors, the verbiage, the words, oh my gosh, they drip with decadence. I am such a fan of this new translation. Health points, incompetent points completely restored. Let's save. Well, I suppose we should return to the nothingness. Yeah. Once again, as they say, here we go. But where the heck are we? Dang. I remember the first time I saw this world map. This is actually the very second Let's Play I ever recorded back like years ago. So we were just in Zone 0. Hear those beautiful whispering voices in the background? Yeah, try explaining that whenever you're working in the scene shop and your phone is linked Bluetooth to the speaker system and you have it on a playlist that just so happens to be shuffled and this is one of the tracks, and suddenly you're going from music everyone can enjoy and work to, and suddenly there's like demonic whispering coming out of the speakers at full volume. Anyway, this is my life. I love this atmosphere, the sounds, the rain, all of this, the colors. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellence in art. Excellence in video games. Tramway number 1 is a very useful means of transport to get to the different areas of Zone 1. Well then let's take it, shall we? Please select your destination. Well, we're in Elson, so let's go to Damien. I find it hard sometimes to get my names to grasp around the different areas of Zone 1. I love that graphite pencil sketch art style that Mortis Ghost is so excellent at. Tramway number 2 hasn't been coming for a long time. What's up? A visitor? Welcome to the smoke mines. May I know who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the Batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The Batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Or perhaps a man of belief? Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I'm being led by Kip. I don't know them. It must be a member of the superior personnel. In any case, that's good. That means our requests have been approved. Come, I'm going to explain your task. I love the quality of these scenes where the Elson explain the different elements of the world of Off. You are here in the smoke mines of Damien in the south of Zone number 1. Here we send laborers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing trapped smoke from the depths. like you do, like is totally normal. Gotcha. Using various tools, we put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to the other zones. The rest of it flows free and forms the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. It's an essential element, the first among the 4 elements. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. There we are, and so... Sorry for the abrupt cut there, friends, but I am having one heck of a time trying to play this game. I'm playing the Mac version of the version 3.0 translation, and it seems like every time I get to the end of this Elson's speech, it crashes the game and freezes. So I've tried just about everything over the sun today to try to get through this, to try to finish up this video of kit picks because, you know, it's important to me. And I certainly don't want to leave anyone, wanting resolution. You know, I certainly would like to go into those smoke mines. That would be an ideal place to play through for this episode. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen for us. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. I've just restarted again. Nope. And then every time. I mean, sometimes I'll make it to this, sometimes I'll make it to a couple of lines down the way. I also tried to download the version 2 for Mac. That didn't run on my computer, which is, you know, surprising because I bought a new Mac. It should work, essentially. Anyway, I did still want to get this video out to you because it was important to me. Definitely, this game is important to me. The new version of the translation is important to me. I just don't think that Mac support is something that a lot of game developers think much about, especially indie game developers. And that's kind of a shame because I am a Mac person through and through. So, at any rate, that was Kit Picks Off, you know, for this part, I suppose. If the game ever gets updated for Mac, then the potential exists that I will do another Let's Play of this game, but we'll just, let's just see how things go, friends. And also, I would like to take a moment to address something specifically about the channel. So let me get set up and I will meet you friends back here in just a moment. Hey friends, it's Kip Icon here. Thanks for sticking through the video. Sorry for the issues with the Mac version of the translation not working out for me, but I for sure wanted to include in this video, and I guess this is more on a personal note. I want to first of all say thank you for everyone who has stuck with me through thick and thin. Your support means the absolute world to me. You know, unfortunately, sometimes it's very difficult to ask for help. It's hard to ask the people who you know would be there for you no matter what for help, and definitely for me in the past, it has been. I know that some of you have followed me over from my old YouTube channel and were wondering what was up with, you know, some weird videos that popped up there and some, you know, anyway, the whole channel's gone now, and I don't really want to speak at length about this because this is definitely not something that defines who I am. And I also don't want to get too deep or too personal about this on the channel because I like to keep things on the channel focused on video games and focused on art. But certainly I owe you friends an explanation here. I was in an abusive relationship for many years of my life. And in that abusive relationship, I always tried to put on a happy face and always tried to be there for other people. And I made the decision to leave my abuser. And that decision came with a lot of consequences. And one of the consequences was that this person took over my account and locked me out of everything, was posting videos without my consent, and essentially causing a bunch of havoc in my life. And I had to say, what's more important? Me fighting to get my YouTube channel back, or me fighting for my freedom and my survival? So that's why I've taken a big break from YouTube, so that I could focus on myself and focus on developing this new life for myself. And the best news here is I am the most authentic I've ever been. I'm the happiest I've ever been. And whenever I tell you guys to follow your DRAMS, what I'm saying is, no matter what, and no matter who is trying to stop you, no matter who is trying to impede you, and no matter what circumstances you have that are in your way, do everything you can to relentlessly pursue your dreams, no matter what. No matter what. I was giving you guys the advice that I should have been giving myself. And I finally have followed my DRAMS. I finally have moved on, and I'm making a new life for myself. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me this whole time. I have been Kip Icon, and I've always been Kip Icon, and I'm going to continue that. And circumstances are different. My recording setup is different. I'm probably going to be playing some different games than I have in the past, but this is a new start for me. This is a new page in my story, and I am certainly still writing my story. Thanks for watching, guys. Follow your DRAMS.